Good morning. It's almost noon, and the air quality in Denver right now is the eighth worst air quality on the planet. Now, I've grown up here my whole life, and when you think of Denver, you don't think of bad air quality. Maybe you do over the last several years, but this is one of the prettiest, bluest, skyest places, sunshiny places you could ever want to live. And yet, for whatever reason, and again, I'm sure there's multiple factors, the air quality today is it's horrendous. And it reminded me of something. So often we can become inundated and just kind of bogged down with all the wrong things around us, with all the things that are not right, with all the injustices and the cheatings and the unfairness and the disappointments and distractions of life, that we want to curse the darkness as believers, as children of God, and we can sort of get caught in the wrong way of thinking, where if only all these other people figured out what I needed, then life would be good. But you know what? Everything around us can be going good, and we still aren't satisfied. That's one of the great features about being human, is that only God can satisfy us. It isn't a big house, it isn't a big car, it isn't a thriving business, or even a thriving family, or even a thriving church family. It's God. Only He can satisfy us. Only He knows what we truly need. Years ago, I was 33 years old. Married, 4 children, had a business, lots and lots of responsibility. And God tapped me on the shoulder, not literally, but figuratively, it kind of impressed upon my spirit that I had to get into skateboarding. And I really had to sort of question this impression, because it's like, wait a minute, skateboarding? I don't think I'm qualified to do that. I'm too old, I'm too out of shape, and the list went on, and yet there was something inside of me that was very much attentive to that, and had always wanted to be affiliated with that activity and just some of the cool aspects of it. Not all aspects of it, but some of the cool stuff about it. And sure enough, out of seemingly nowhere, God created this oasis for me, this oasis where I could just sort of go to, almost like a refuge, because again, life can beat us down. But God knew what He was doing, and it's one of the greatest things that I've experienced in the last 10 or 12, 15 years. And it was something that God knew that I didn't know, but I was willing to listen, and I did it. And so I pray today that whatever you're facing, whatever seems to be crumbling around you, just know this: God knows what you need. I pray that you ask, look to Him, and be sensitive to His leading, because God might be ready to create an oasis that you had never dreamed of. Have a great week.